We've been a partner for about 3 years because of the products that UiPath offers, the people access, and the roadmaps and vision. So a great company all around. Hi, my name is Shailaja Chathurvedula and I'm a Senior Manager Digital Innovation at Littelfuse. Littelfuse is an industrial technology company known for circuit protection, semiconductor, and sensing technology. We recently celebrated our 95th anniversary. We serve about 100,000 plus customers in diverse end markets, and we have manufacturing and distribution presence in over 15 countries. My role at Littelfuse is listening to our BU and functional leaders and identifying what their pain points are and looking at their roadmaps and looking at modern technologies to see what's a good fit that can improve their experience. We are looking at UiPath, or we've been a partner for about 3 years because of the products that UiPath offers, the people access, and the roadmaps and vision. So a great company all around. To talk about process mining and why Littelfuse considered, we have to go a little back to 2020 and pandemic time. Like many organizations, even Littelfuse was impacted, our supply chains were impacted. And around that time, our procurement team wanted to identify how they can reliably bring up the procurement process. And for that, they wanted to find efficiencies and find out if it was working well or not. And our traditional method was to interview, bring global people together, and do multiple workshops. And with COVID, that wasn't possible. And we were introduced to process mining, and it felt a little bit like magic because it would extract all the data and spit out process models to enable a fact-based discussion. So that's how we landed on process mining. We've used process mining in our indirect procurement process. So we used our homegrown purchase requisition system and one of our ERPs. And the process that we looked at is purchase requisition to order confirmation and where the bottlenecks are and efficiencies are. Our findings and success with process mining model are really eye-opening. Going into, we thought we had a couple of ways our process would be deviating and performing, but we saw 236 variations, so that was a big eye-opener. And our buyers were spending 182 hours per week, which is 20% of their time, instead of focusing on supplier relationships and risk management. With that data, we quickly implemented some automations that relieved some bottlenecks. And what we actually did was use the facts from process mining model and developed a business case for an e-procurement system that would streamline and scale and meet our objectives. What's next for process mining for Littelfuse is once we implement e-procurement system, we will be using process mining to ensure that we are not deviating from the process implemented and ensure that bottlenecks are not creeping up and rework is not introduced in the new system. Our process mining implementation took about, the entire project was about 3 months, but most of it is extracting data from our homegrown system. Once the process mining model was built, it took about 4 weeks for us to slice and dice and deep dive into our processes. Our relationship with UiPath is excellent. That's the only word I can think of right now. No complaints. They're always accessible, and love working with UiPath.